Welcome to the hands-on section on dynamic memory allocation using Malloc. As you can see, this is a slightly modified version of the example you saw in the previous video. Um, I added some comments for further clarification, and I only shortened the name of the integer pointer dynamic array, and I renamed it to D array. As for the rest, the program is essentially still the same. So we are still declaring a size t variable called n, an integer pointer d array that is initialized to null. We're taking input from the user, asking for an unsigned integer as input, which is stored in size t variable n. And then on line 15, we have the key novelty of this program. We allocate enough memory for n integers using the malloc function, cast the return value, the void pointer, cast it to an integer pointer, and assign the same to D array. Following that, in the for loop, we go from 0 to n, counting up by 1 every time. And inside the for loop, in the first line, we initialize each element of D array to I plus 1 times n, and then print out the value of D array. So let me run this very quickly. Following that, we just add a new line character using puts for better output formatting, and that's the end of the program. So I'll just try out the same inputs I showed you in the slides. 20 gives me 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, all the way up to 400. Run that again with 10 this time. 10 to 100. So let me try one more input and enter something a little stranger. How about 5? So an array of size 5, and the elements, the values inside inside each array element will count up by 5. So if you want to predict the output should be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There you see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And that is all about dynamic memory allocation, demonstrated here in the context of arrays. And we're using it here for an integer array. You could just as easily use it for an array of any other data type, even a structure. Okay, so you're not restricted, as long as you have a way of computing how many bytes you need, you can use it to allocate memory for just about any purpose.